How you doing? This is Rhonda with Rhonda Loves Life. Thanks for joining me. All right, guys, I've got my computer here. I have the phone recording me. So I want to try to get online here so that I can see your comments and on the computer instead of on the phone. Hi, Rensky. Good morning from Vietnam, Rhonda. I should be working, but now I so badly want to sit in your live. Hear you take on Meghan handbag, and I don't mean Harry. Oh, Rensky, we're going to start with Harry and Meghan first, okay? So, hey, guys, look what I got here. I got coffee this time, and you know my favorite James Brown mugshot. My brother got it for my birthday. James Brown, just a little background. James Brown was my mother's favorite singer. And I remember growing up, she used to always play James Brown. So, as you guys know, James Brown was a huge talent. And I don't know if you guys remember his mugshot. Sweet guy, never bothered a soul, but I guess he was drunk driving or something. So he got this mugshot has become famous. He looks like a member of the Thundercat crew, but I love it. So my brother got this for my birthday. So welcome, guys. Rensky, so glad to see you. Thanks a lot for stopping by. So we're going to talk about Harry and Meghan first. We're going to talk Miss Meghan Markle. She's on to her new Grift. So we're going to go over that. Prince Harry betraying his brother, the big betrayal. As you guys know, William is deeply hurt. And we know what Harry did when Harry wrote the tell-all, Spare. A hard copy was released, and now there's a paperback coming. And also Harry's wife, Meghan Markle, accused King Charles and Princess Catherine of being racist, royal racist, through their spokesperson, Obi Scobie. Now, do you think that Harry or Meghan bothered to even, say it's a lie, it's not true? No, they said mute, quiet. They said nothing. So William is very betrayed. So Harry snuck to England because there was a family's funeral or something. So there was a memorial and Harry showed up. None of the media knew about it. But guess what? The word is that William would not even look at him. So we're going to get into that. And then also JLo's, guys, she is stuck. And Ben Affleck did love bomb her, but listen, just because he love bomb her don't mean he's forced to stay. So I'm going to share with you guys my own experience with a love bomber. And the reason why I want to bring that up is because, you know what? I am an open book. I have lived, and I figured if I'm going to talk about JLo, I want to share with you guys how I learned. I learned this in my late 30s, right after my divorce. JLo should have also learned this about 20 years ago. That just because a guy love bombs you, when they love bomb you, you have to pump the brakes and wait and see how things unfold in the relationship. So I will share with you guys my experience with the love bomber. And let me tell you, it's some hot tea. All right. Or let's just say coffee today, okay? Christine, hey, Rhonda. Hey, Christine, how you doing? I'm trying to get on here so that I can read your comments. So, I hate this. Loving the mug. Yeah, James Brown, all right? He was one of the most talented men on the planet, and he was just enjoying a little bit of drugs and alcohol. Look at this poor guy. But yes, I love this cup because every time I hear James Brown music, it makes me think of my mother. And she passed when I was really young. So let's jump into Meghan Markle and her new Grift. Well, guys, you know Meghan Markle is really, she's trying her best, guys. She is. Her plan to grab the prince and grab the title and snab all the fine china and take it back to Hollywood. She had all of the opportunities. She had the $100 million deal with Netflix. She had the Spotify deal. She and Harry has that 4-book deal with Random House. What else? She did a narrative on some animal documentary that did not do well at Disney. She also did something with Netflix. It was some animation thing. They never released it. Now her cooking show apparently is being released at the end of the year, and Harry's boring polo show, and then Meghan's American Riviera Orchard. What happened with that? I don't know, because if you look on Instagram, it's stuck. No subscribers really. It never increased. I mean, she's selling no products, but she's having her sad man Nacho post. Remember Nacho? He posted on his website, but I mean on his Instagram, but Serena Williams did not. Lil Bit's godfather, Tyler Perry, who also likes to harass straight black actors to get roles, allegedly. That's a side note. So Meghan Markle has had every opportunity in the world, and the universe is telling her no. Because guess what? God don't like ugly, Meghan. And we see you. Like I said, her mask dropped. We saw that creature behind that mask, and people were like, oh no, hell no. So nothing's working for Meghan. So what does Meghan got to do now? She has to keep coming up with grifts and scams and schemes. Well, she uses these royal visits with Dimwit Harry. She uses those visits to help collect phone numbers, because I think she's back into her yacht girl routine. I really do. And she also uses it as an opportunity to sell brands affiliate brands that she's going to endorse. Let me tell you, Meghan is always on the hustle, baby. Hustling. I told you, she got to dance for that money. She got to dance now, and she knows it. And that's why she's dancing, because she knows money is flowing out of that pocket. Her pocketbook, that $100 million is gone. Netflix will not be renewing their contract for another $100 million. It's over. So now she's got to go back to the basics. She's got to go to yacht girls. She got to go scheming and hustling and dancing for her money. So let's talk about her little Rolodex of men. I don't know if she's collected any Nigerian billionaires yet. We don't know, because they did not stick their head out like the vice president of Colombia's boyfriend did, because he just couldn't help himself. Now, I think that he likes Meghan. She's more attractive to him because she's attached to Prince Harry. It's a notch in his belt. But see, Meghan is collecting numbers from these Nigerian men. She's been in Nigeria. Jamaica, I'm not so sure. She had that big dress on. She wasn't showing her body then. Colombia, we know she got the phone number. I bet you. I can't say I know. Don't try to sue me, Amiga, because I ain't got it. But if you do, I can really go public. You'll make me a celebrity. So as a matter of fact, please do. And then I can market that. I can go with that. I'll definitely get my 10,000 subscribers, So that might be a good idea, Megan. Go ahead and try it. So she's got the telephone number for that Colombian gentleman, the vice president's boyfriend, who could not help but kiss her, and the one that she was hugging. Well, she's collecting phone numbers, okay? Because she got to show, that skinny ass body, them skinny ass legs. She got to work with what she got, guys. She got to work with what she got, okay? So now what she's doing, her other grift or scam is now she's wearing purses. She invested in this purse brand. Now, forgive me, I did not recall the name, because we will not be giving Meghan Markle free publicity over here, but we will show you how her scheme works. Here's what she does. When she goes to these places, she will wear different outfits carry purses from these brand, these semi-popular brands. And basically, she will market it for a price. And also, this cooking show that's coming at the end of the year, allegedly, she will have products on that show. And then if you want that product, you can just go to America Riviera Orchard and purchase the product. So, for instance, if she's got one of those salad spoons that you can get from the home store or Target for $6, she'll sell it to you for $35 or $50. Let's get back to the clothes. The purse, she's investing in this purse line or something. I can't think of the name. And apparently she wore this purse. So now you look at Us Magazine, People Magazine, Meghan's on the cover of Us Magazine, And they are all of these celebrity mags, they're all loving on Meghan. Because I told you guys that they are the marketing arm for these celebrities. It's not real. You notice the same with JLo. All these anti-Ben stuff, and JLo JLo is so she's hurt. She's devastated. People Magazine, us, all the same ones. Yes, the celebrities, that's how they can market themselves via these media, celebrity media platforms. Yes, they do. So Meghan's got it handbagged. So now you're going to see her begging these businesses, please let me wear your dress, let me wear your purse, let me wear your earrings, and then you give me money to advertise it. And with this bag line that she's advertising, not only do they pay her to advertise, she's also an investor. So any sales that they make, of course, she's going to get a percentage of it. So she's getting paid. Oh, and then also she'll advertise it on her American Riviera Orchard whenever she starts loading merchandise online. And then she get money from there too. So she is like, hey, the grift is on. She's hustling. I told you guys she's going to dance for her money, baby. And we're going to watch it. Whether it works or not, I don't know. But I am so excited to see, because we get to see her just like a circus animal, a circus monkey. Just jump, just perform, honey. I cannot wait until they do the next royal tour. I'm telling you, I can't wait. Can you, James? Let's check out some of the comments right now. Christine, loving the mug. Thank you. Abu, hi there. Busy doing chores, so I'm mainly listening, not interacting. Oh, Abu, I love the chores. Usually I do mine on Sunday. Today's what, Friday? Oh, are you getting ready for Labor Day weekend, Abu? Chris, hi, beautiful. Hi, Chris Forrester. Christine, Meghan can't do the hard work herself to produce any actual products of her own, so she rides off other people's coattails, puts her stamp on approval, and it expects a cut of the profit. Such a grifter. Christine, I agree. I totally agree. You know why? Because Meghan is not, that's why I call her a petty thief. And if she was a really strong, confident woman of color, like she claims she is, she'll lead with her own name. She would lead with Markle, because that's the name her daddy gave her. That's right. She would lead with that. She would drop the titles. That won't be called Duchess, because there's nothing there. She is a yacht girl by heart, because she's a hustler by heart. I'm just saying, because any woman that's got confidence and intelligence and have that sort of support from a royal institution that's been around 2,000 years, you wouldn't hear nothing from her. Meghan, if she was smart, you would not hear nothing from her. The only thing you would hear from her is whatever they tell her to do. Just like Kate. But Kate is sick now. Princess Catherine. She's sick now. So we can't even compare her with work she's doing now, because she's trying to get healthy again. However, Meghan Markle, she's not strong. She is not confident. There's nothing in there. And I believe it's because she had missed her mother during her formative years. Because during her developmental years, I don't think she had a mother to mirror yourself off of. I believe that. Because I know in my life what helped me grow to be the woman that I am are my aunts and grandmother and cousins that look like me, that I can look and see myself in them. I don't know if Meghan had that. I don't think she did. I think her father did all that he could, but he could not be her mother. He could not provide the feminine part of her life that she needed so badly. So she's got no confidence. The only thing she's got is she plays off her looks. And now that she's aging, she's desperate. She's desperate. Trust me. She's got many sleepless nights. Believe me, she do. Believe you me. Because let me tell you a side note right quick. I was gonna go on my trip, and I was just gonna put it on my credit card. I was like, okay, because I got two clients that owe me two big payments two clients. So I'm like, I'll just pay when that money comes in. I'll pay them. And then I thought about it. I'm like, no, I don't want to be in credit card debt. I got a little bit of credit card debt. I want to pay that off by the end of the year. I set up a payment plan in my budget. It's done. It'll be paid off by the end of the year. So I'm like, I am not going to put this trip on my credit card. I'm going to sit and I'm going to wait until these two big checks come through. So it'll be through. It'll get here. Then I can pull the trigger, okay? But I was having sleepless nights about that. I'm like, I don't want debt, but I want to go on my trip now. I don't want to have to wait. Now, imagine Meghan Markle. We're talking millions. Think about it. We're talking millions of dollars. Harry don't have sleepless nights. Harry was born a prince. He was born a prince. He does not have sleepless nights. He don't know how to manage a checkbook because guess what? Harry can always go home. That's a lie. As soon as he dumped Meghan, he can go home. His father loves him unconditionally. I believe that. His father, Harry, will never be homeless and destitute. Are you kidding me? Meghan Markle might, but not Harry. So Meghan is having sleepless nights because the lifestyle that she in that mega mansion that they're living in and the $6 million or whatever, $3 to $6 million a year in security and keeping up that mansion, that mega mansion with how many bedrooms? I mean, how many bathrooms and bedrooms? I mean, they're living Jeff Bezos style. They're not living according to because they're not gazillionaires. They're not. Harry may come from a family with a long, long line of money, but Harry don't have that money. Harry will not get it as long as he's with Meghan. Harry's going home because as soon as they got to live in a $3 million mansion, which is all they would be able to afford, which is people like us, we'd be like, oh, I'll take it. I would take $1 million home. It's gonna be slumming to Harry, and he's going home. I promise you, he's going home. So this reality show is something I want to see. Okay, guys. Side note: I wish I could show you my weights. I finished the first phase of my weights, by the way. So I got my barbells there. I got my hand weights here, my dumbbells, and I got my step. So as soon as I'm done, I'll finish the interval parts because I got intervals to do. So it's hard out here. It's hard out here for a pimp. All right, guys. So let's look at the comments. Christine says, I agree. No good female role models growing up. She's only in her 40s and has gotten so much more done already. Sign of insecurity. Her worth is heavily based on her looks in that Yagra mind. Yeah. Oh yeah. You could tell. Because if you are a strong, confident woman of any color, you're going to lead by your own name. And back to I got off track. Bear with me. Okay. Meghan Markle, if she was truly a smart, independent woman, a feminist like she claims she is, she would have worked this whole thing with Harry. They're totally different. Totally different. She would not have burned them bridges. She would have made sure that the relationship with her father was intact because he brought her life. I strongly believe this. Unless he's done something really, really devastating, which it doesn't seem like he has, that would be the only way. But it has to be something really nasty, if you know what I mean. Other than that, that man he deserves respect because he gave you life. And you owe it to him to make sure that when his last day, he sees his grandchildren. So she would have, if she was in a healthier space and intelligent and confident and strong and independent, she would have recognized and appreciated that Prince Harry really did love her. He loved her. I don't know about now, but he seems to have loved her. And she could have really built a life the way she wanted it. But it would have had to been private because she's royal. She would not be able to go out and grin in front of the cameras and crave her name in the papers. No, everything would have been private, in private, not underground, but in the shadows. And because her ego and because she doesn't have much in there, in her, she's not filled with nothing but emptiness. She didn't have much to give. So she basically, she caved into her ego and her dysfunction, as far as I'm concerned. So Meghan Markle is not at all a confident, independent woman of color. She's not a confident, independent woman of any kind, because otherwise she would have lead with your name. She would have just said, hey, I don't want the Duchess name. Don't give me any titles. I just want to love. Harry and I will step down. We will go away in private, and you don't do interviews. We don't see your face. We only see the product. We only know the products that you are endorsing behind the scenes, not in front. But because she's a petty thief, she went for the money grab. Yes, she went for the money grab. She booked that Oprah thing. She got the deal with Netflix, because remember, the head of Netflix is married to one of Oprah's best friends. So the ties that bind, and that book deal, and the Spotify deal. She took all that, the prince and the title, and she ran. She did the money grab. But she fell flat on her face. Rinsky. Okay, that girl. Good evening, that girl. And Rinsky, did you see Harry went to his uncle's funeral quietly? And according to Neil Sean, Prince William allegedly refused to see him, and this made Harry emotional. William's done. Harry shows no remorse. Yes, Rinsky. I don't think Meghan, that girl, I don't think Meghan didn't go, right? I don't think she went. I think it was just Harry, but you never know. She may have been hiding out in the airplane, the airport lounge. You never know with Meghan. She's creepy like that. But I did hear about that. I heard that William wouldn't even look at Harry. And that's when we're going to get into Harry's betrayal. We can talk about that too. Imagine your own brother, and I know Harry got to be feeling it. Harry has not spoken to his brother in 2 years. 2 years. And it's going to be longer, Harry, because William cannot let Harry any way around him and his family, because Harry is tied to a viper. Meghan she's not joking, y'all. She is serious. I'm not joking. Meghan Markle is a dark spirit. I'm telling you guys. I can't even, if it was my son, I think I would handle Meghan. If it was my son and I would, oh my God, I would preserve the relationship. I would not get close enough to her so she can pick arguments, because that's what they do. They divide and conquer. Meghan wanted to separate Harry. He's her target. She wanted to separate Harry from his support system, from his bloodline, from all that he knows. Once she separated him, she had him. So Harry, it's going to take him a while to untangle that, because he's also a dimwit. And he's got emotional issues and substance issues, allegedly, from what I hear. So Prince William cannot let Harry near him, because what did Meghan Markle do? She keeps attacking Kate. You notice that? She's the one that sat and allowed Obi Scobie. Meghan sent Obi Scobie out there to accuse King Charles and Princess Kate of being racist. Can you imagine that? There are races in the world, trust me. But to use that term, and Meghan Markle, who's like the biggest racist of them all, calling somebody else racist, that's the one I think is really funny. I find that hilarious. I really do. Because she wanted nothing to do with black. And as a matter of fact, I'm still waiting, Meghan. I'm waiting for a black friend of yours in your grade school pictures, in your high school pictures, in your college pictures. Do you have any black friends? I'm not talking about when you got to Hollywood and you were, yacht girling and hobnobbing with celebrities. We're talking about Serena Williams. That don't count. That doesn't count. We're talking about before you roamed into Hollywood. We're talking when you were in grade school, high school, college. Where are your black friends? And also, you got upset with the royal family and the British press, because they properly identified you as a biracial. I'm sorry. What's wrong with being called biracial? Do you know how many people out here in the world are mixed race? You are not a unicorn, girl. You are not by yourself. But you did not like the fact that they were called you biracial and basically you were part black. Now, here's another question. How do you truly feel about your mother? Your mother is black and she birthed you. A lot of questions, okay? So, anyways, Meghan Markle let Obi Scobie, her mouthpiece, call Catherine, Princess Catherine, and King Charles racist. Do you know when you label someone a racist? Because there are racists in the world. We know that. But not everybody who don't like you, they're not racist, Meghan. You're the racist one. And Meghan, that's like throwing shit on someone. I always say this. The only way I can describe it is like throwing shit on someone, and it's disgusting. And it's expected not to stink. It is awful. So, Catherine is in real danger with Meghan Markle. And I think Catherine knew that. That's why Catherine is glad that she is fucking gone. I can tell you now, Catherine is glad that she took her shit and went back to Hollywood with her dimwit husband. I'm sure that she was very happy about that. I can tell you that now. But if Harry think that Prince William is going to let him and his crazy ass wife near his family, because what they're going to do is a round two. That's what this is all about. They're going to do a round two. Because remember, they still got 3, but Harry got 2 more books to go. And Meghan got a book. Meghan has already said that she has scratched the surface. She said that on a CBS interview with she and Harry. When she had that crazy ass grin and her eyes were popping out of her head. And she was holding Harry's knee and he wouldn't even touch her. He like recoiled. Like we all did when her mask fell. And we saw that creature that popped out behind that mask. But Meghan, they're gonna do a round 2, guys. I think so. They want to do a round 2 because they need that money. And Meghan is gonna play Harry and keep playing Harry and keep playing Harry because Harry don't have enough sense or the strength to leave. But eventually Harry will leave and it's gonna get nasty. This soap opera between Harry and Meghan is gonna play itself out, and we are gonna just, guys. Every week we get to sit and watch it because now this week Meghan's got her handbag thing that she's investing in. And check out Us Magazine, People Magazine. Who else? Newsweek. Meghan is on the cover of Us Magazine, all airbrush. Did you see that? That's an airbrush picture. But they are working hard to promote her. Working hard, and we get to see it. Because I told you guys, Meghan Markle has educated us on how these celebrities, these celeb magazines, the advertising agencies in Hollywood, like WME, R.E. Emanuel, our politicians, the streaming giants like Disney and Netflix, Prime, Paramount. Because remember, Meghan Markle and Harry went to spend time on their anniversary with Paramount, head of Paramount and his wife. And I told you, they got to dance for their money. So Meghan's part of Hollywood. She's part of the yacht girl days. So you never know. I wonder if these couples, in Hollywood, they swing and stuff too. Jada Pinkett and Will Smith taught us that. Okay. Side note, they taught us that. So let's look at the comments. I love to read your comments. I got my computer here to try to pull it up, but I can't find it. So I'm just going to read my phone. So bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Okay. Yeah, bear with me, guys. Next time I'll make sure I can see it on my phone so I can on my computer so I can read it in big letters. I can see you. Okay. Let's see. That girl, Oprah fueled the fix with Meghan. Yes, she did. It was set up. Big O. And you know that Big O is really quiet now because Big O has not promoted Meghan Markle's Jimmy Jam baskets, remember? Big O, nor Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry is Lil Bit's godfather. Where's his advertising? But side note, Tyler Perry is getting some kind of phony award in Beverly Hills. And Meghan Markle and Prince Harry they're presenting the award. Check it out. I read it in Deadline. It's some made-up award. It's going to be in Beverly Hills. There are some big producers that are on the board. Harry and Meghan's going to be presenting Tyler Perry with the award. Now, Deadline also published that Tyler Perry's movie, Divorce in Black. I saw that movie. Tyler Perry makes bad movies. But Deadline said that that Tyler Perry movie increased streaming by, and I'm like, bullshit. That's not that. How do you prove it? How do you prove that these streaming giants? It's not an independent source. I want to hear from Rotten Tomatoes who gave it a thumbs down. I want to hear from independent sources before I believe anything they write. Because Tyler Perry historically make bad movies because he does not spend money on good writers. I try to support his movies, watch it because he's got black actors and he put them to work. But why he don't spend time on talented writers or in directors, I don't know. But he's getting a phony award, and Harry and Meghan's presenting that award to him. So side note. But yeah, Big O, they're trying to push her. They are trying to push Meghan, but nothing's working. And Meghan dropped the ball, guys. I'm saying once your mask falls and people see you a creature, you a monster, the best thing to do is to go away. She should have just gone away. Like really, take time off, like 3 to 5 years. Go away. Let people forget about you, then rebrand. But now they're trying to force feed us her down our throats. People like me get to have joy conversations with you guys about how just outrageous it is that Hollywood is trying to push her on us. It's like she has no talent and she's not a great beauty. So what the hell does she got? Okay, so she got a dimwit prince. That's not, I mean, it's not like you got Prince William, Meghan. Now, if you got Prince William like Kate did, that's something. But you got Prince Harry, and we all thought Prince Harry's brand was much better before he met you, Meghan. But when he got with you, his brand tanked. Prince Harry, now before Prince Harry, I used to think him and his brother were just such handsome young men. And then now Prince Harry, she revealed to the world a couple of things. By Harry getting with Meghan Markle revealed to the world that Harry was not only a dimwit, but that Harry is cold when he's got a cold side. For him to do with his father and brother, that's cold. But also that Harry is not very bright. Like, I don't think Harry, when I used to hear that Harry struggled with the test at that private school he was at, I thought, oh, bullshit. But now I believe it because I don't think he's that bright. I really don't. So, not all of us are scholars. I'm not a scientist, but some of us are, struggle with the basics. I think Harry's one of those that struggle with the basics. Also, I think Harry got emotional issues and he's a dimwit. And I think Meghan Markle exposed the real Harry to the world, and he's not all as attractive as he used to be before he met Meghan, in my opinion. So let's look at more comments. Pete Blue Line, love Trump. Election is all but over, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, Pete, if you say so. All righty. Bianca. Hola, good evening, dear Rhonda. Blessings. Thank you, Bianca Cummings. You too. Bless you too. Okay, so bear with me, guys. Christine. She has an uncontrollable, sick, jealous obsession with Catherine, trying to smear her reputation. I agree. What it is that Meghan is trying to covet Catherine's life. I told you guys, it's psychological, really. Meghan don't really have anything inside. And I don't know, her father did all that he could. Now, her father reminded me of my father. He seemed like he worked hard and gave her everything that he could. He thought, okay, just give her everything he could and make her life as comfortable as possible. Give her all that she needs. And he did do a good job as best he could. My father was like that. My father, truck driver, hardworking man. But difference is that my father ended up drinking and dying from alcoholism. Meghan's father, he was, he's just a blue collar guy. He was an Emmy Award lighting director. So I think that Meghan never built any self-esteem. And I do believe that comes from having a female influence in your life. Because you got to first have someone that you can look at and say you see yourself in. I'm just saying. Psychologically, I think that's it. And for whatever reason, during her formative years, her mother wasn't there to kind of help be present and help to guide her along the way. Meghan never learned how to develop her own self-esteem. So she always looked for ways to hustle and get what she wants. Okay, she doesn't want to have to work hard. I mean, I run my own business. I literally work 7 days a week. I don't ask for handouts. I already know in order for me to make it and for it to grow, I got to work my ass off. I grew up in life having to do that because I grew up very poor. But I learned self-esteem from family and growing and learning. I mean, growing and learning, growing and learning. Meghan Markle, she's not growing and she's not learning and she has no self-esteem. She's doing what she only knows how to do, hustle, and she know how to dance for her money. The real question is, what happens because she's aging out? So I think she's going to find some old guy with a little bit of money, some old guy with a little bit of money. I think she's going to regret. Well, you know what? Prince Harry, she may not because she got the 2 kids with Prince Harry. So, but Prince Harry is the one that's going to have to pay child support. She's not getting her money on that royal family money. She can forget it. Prince Harry will take care of those kids till they're 18, but Meghan Markle's got to find something else to do. And she don't have the initiative, the grit. When anything you start, you got to commit to it. You can dream about it, like she started American Riviera Orchard. And then what happened with Meet Me at the Lake? What happened? Okay, she's got all these ideas, but those are fantasies until you put it into action. Once you put it into action, that's where you got to focus and you got grit. You got to deal with failure, rejection, learning from it, getting up and having the courage to redo it. She doesn't have that in her. She only knows how to, she's a petty thief, and she only knows how to, dance for her money. And that's what she's going to do. And she's doing it. But she is, oh yeah, Christine, she is obsessed with Kate. Don't get it twisted. I hope William and Kate know this. And I have a feeling that they have, if you don't think the royal family has done the investigation behind Meghan Markle, where she comes from, who is she, the psychological impacts behind that. Meghan Markle is a big threat to the royal family, people. She really is, because she wants to covet Kate because she don't have nothing else. And she's starting to lose her grip. And what did they say? Isn't there a saying that the most dangerous time for a person or anyone is when the narcissist mask is ripped off? And I think Harry, her mask has come off because we've seen it. But we're not affected by her because we're not tied to her. But Prince Harry is trying to be careful in how he moves. But there's nothing he can do. Meghan Markle, it's going to get nasty, way nasty. And she can, all these little grifts and stuff that she's trying, it's not going to work. But maybe one will work. I don't know. But I think no matter what, when Harry leaves and take that title from her, it's still going to get nasty. But Kate, Princess Catherine, and William, King Charles will let Harry back in his life because King Charles is the father. We love our children unconditionally. I know my son, there's nothing he can do. I'm just going to love him, or my daughter. But Prince William and Princess Catherine, they cannot let Meghan around them at all because she's already called Catherine a racist. And if they let Harry in, Meghan's going to go in too. And it'll be a whole new book around too. And if you don't think the American media will snatch onto that and ride round 2 out, they're going to do that too. Yeah, they're going to do that too. Danielle Bella, she's insecure. Yep. On the mom thing. Yeah. Old money is more private, discreet. Yep, that's true. I agree. Yep, that is so true. That is so true. That old money, she got in behind the palace walls. That blows my mind. That blows my mind. Because think about it. The royal family got power. It's been around over 2,000 years. They've got power way beyond what we will ever understand. They've got power and money way beyond what we can understand. She got a prince behind them walls to fall in love with her. And what did she do? She went for the money grab. Yes, she did. She revealed herself and she went for the money grab. That's not intelligent. That's not independent or strong. That's stupid. And you married that man. He loved you and that's your husband. And if you married him, you love him. Or don't marry him. And you have your children. And those people, those are your in-laws. That's his family. That's blood. What you do is build your life. If you don't like all the royal, the events they go to and all that stuff, she could have just quietly stepped back without writing any tell-all books, without sitting down with Big O. Like Big O give a shit really what's happening in your life. No, Big O was trying to, it was on CBS, Paramount owned CBS. Remember? The head of Paramount and his wife was the one that showed Meghan Markle's Jimmy Jam baskets, and Paramount was the ones that that CBS interview. Oprah was the one that laid the groundwork for that. And remember, Gayle King, Oprah's wife, she's on what the CBS show, morning show or something. See how it's all connected? Oprah was trying to, she was working her magic. Oprah got paid for that too. Oprah don't do nothing for free. Bianca, oh yeah, okay, yep. That's right. Let me roll down here a little bit. Abu. Hey, Abu, how you doing? Hey. Okay, Harry was so in love with her. He wanted them to be so alike that he changed himself into something he isn't. The real Harry wants to be in Africa to help not to receive awards and be photographed. That is so true. That's Harry. I mean, I don't even recognize the Harry now. I mean, it is just really sad. But you know something? Haven't you noticed that Harry, when he look at her, there's disgust in his face. There's, it's not the same. Because I think that now that and that's usually how it works. You have this high phase, when you first get married, when you first start dating, it's the romance phase. And then you date, you may live together, you get married, it's the romance. Then you got to get in the real deal of living every day together. And Harry is he is really married to a mentally ill person. He is. And Harry got his issues, but she is a merchant of darkness because she cultivated his resentment with his family. She cut her own father off, the man that gave her life. Crazy. But Harry got a choice. He can delay it, but it's inevitable. It's not going to get any better. It's not. Because Meghan is not going to get what she wants. Meghan Markle wants to be up here in Hollywood. She want to be with Gwyneth Paltrow and Reese Witherspoon and all these celebrities. She wants to hobnob with them and go to the openings and all that. They said no. So she's still trying. So she'll be part of Hollyweird. And we'll see. Ari Emanuel is doing all that he can, okay? And you know what? I don't blame Ari Emanuel with WME. He's doing his job because he's going to get paid no matter what. So he's gambling, like I said, that maybe 20% of the U.S. population, 20% of the market that they're targeting will buy into Meghan Markle. If they pay her, he gets paid. So I get it. But they're trying, and check out Us Magazine, the cover. Just go online and In Style and People Magazine. They are pushing. Meghan's on the cover of Us Magazine, and they are really pushing hard. So we know she's got something coming out. Well, she mentioned her bag. Remember, she's investing in this bag. So now she's telling the world that she's like an affiliate marketing products. So she's going to wear the designer's dress, their bag. She's gonna, and she can sell it off the shelves, and then, or she can put it on her ARO store, and you guys buy it. But like I said, Meghan is trying to get money in a variety of different income streams. She's gonna dance for her money with that affiliate marketing, with the purse and the clothes, and then she's gonna really dance for her money when she gets with her Nigerian billionaire, or maybe she can hook up with Nacho or she can hook up with the king, that vice president of Colombia, and her man, and she, and she's just building relationships, because if she can't make a lot of money, what she gonna do is she gonna crumb it. She's gonna collect crumbs from everybody until she get to a point where she ages out, and when Harry goes, they're not gonna want her. It's not gonna be a notch in their belt, and they're not gonna want to marry her. That's for sure. All right. Uh, Kylie Bowers. Hi, Kylie. She was spoiled by her father and neglected by her mother. Double dose of, underpinnings of narcissistic personality disorder. Yeah, it seemed like it. Yeah, because her father spoiled her, I think. I think he gave her everything that she wanted, thinking that he's, and I know because he had to play mother and father. Where was the mother? Now, I got my suspicions. I've been hearing things, but I don't want to accuse the woman. But she was not there in that girl's, allegedly, in Meghan's formative years. Where was she? How does a mother not be in their child? Let me say, I got a daughter. She's 21 now. I can't imagine her being out here in the world with her father without me being there to help her, my daughter and my son. But my daughter, you need your mom. And all of a sudden, the mom pops up when she marries Prince Harry. It's just all so weird. But Meghan got problems. Harry got problems. And if Harry is smart, he would just cut it. Just cut it. Because all he's doing is delaying the inevitable. It is not going to change. I mean, I've been reporting on this over a year now. And it's getting good. It is getting so good. The Harry and Meghan show is the reality TV. It's the train wreck. It's a clown show that keeps on giving. I love it. All right, let me see more of these comments. Sheila, okay, let's see. Let me see. Sheila. Sorry, guys, with this, I am like, there. Oh, Sheila, are they separated? No, they're not separate. Well, they might be. You never know, because she's not going to reveal it, because she's going to have that crazy grin and them weird eyes. She would, you know what? They could be separated for years, and she will go around pretending like they still together. Oh yeah, Meghan is not going to let Harry go, because he's her meal ticket. As long as she's married to him, she's more attractive to men that want to, because she going, her yacht girl. I'm telling you, she's yachting. So she's more attractive to these men if they say, oh, Prince Harry, and they get to laugh at him because he's a dimwit. After she, you see how she hugged the Colombia vice president's boyfriend. They're not married. Meghan was rubbing on that man back like that. So no telling what Meghan's doing with that man behind closed doors. No telling, because Meghan is skilled, guys. She's skilled. Also, did you see the picture with her and Nacho hugged up? The camera caught them. Now, Nacho and his wife, they posted that jelly jam on their Instagram basket. And I wonder about Nacho, his wife, and Harry and Meghan. I'm telling you, and they all part of Hollywood now. Nacho, be careful, because Meghan will turn you out. I'm just saying. That girl at Scott, don't let Meghan fool you. Yeah, don't let Meghan fool you. Don't do it. Don't do it. Abu, I'm 100% sure that Harry is starting to resent her. It's just a matter of time till the bucket overflows, but she'll jump first. Oh, Abu, you think she'll jump first? I can't wait. Well, we're going to get a chance to see, right? It's going to be interesting, because they are really entertaining. I'm enjoying this. And I think it's with these celebrities, and I'm going to be honest with you, when I started paying attention, like during COVID, it was dark. I mean, I was just shocked at how many people, the millions of people that were dying. I was scared. I mean, every time I had a scratchy throat, I'm like, oh my God. Or every time I had an elderly family member call, and I thought they were going to pass on. It was a dark time. And I believe that it woke a lot of people up. So when the world reopened, the fantasy glaze, we just became a little bit more serious. And it was hard to fool us. And then I was following Harry and Meghan, and then I started paying more attention because I don't trust the media, everything that they say. Then I started seeing how Meghan Markle moved. And then I saw that Oprah thing. And then I started really, it became more apparent to me that our politicians, our celebrities, our the streaming giants, these advertising arms, and they all work together in tandem. So I become more suspicious. So I don't buy anything that they say. I second guess it before I trust it. Donna, I'm wondering if you think there was something more to the way Ben Affleck walked out and looked back all at once. Oh, yes, we're going to get into, yeah, let's get into Ben Affleck. Let's see, we're 50 minutes in. Yes, guys, let's get into JLo and Ben Affleck. Let's get into it. All right, these two. JLo is another one. Okay. And I want to share, okay, love bombing with Ben Affleck and JLo, how she's stuck. And I want to share with you guys my experience with the love bomber. Okay, so JLo, she is absolutely stuck. She's also using People Magazine, In Style, Us Magazine, Newsweek. Do you notice they're all saying JLo's devastated? One of them said JLo refused to let go, or Ben Affleck is cruel. Ben Affleck is a narc. Ben Affleck love bombed her. Oh, no, here's one that really got me, I'm like, oh, now that's interesting. Where she says, and this is coming from JLo's camp, she's not going to let go because Ben Affleck, their children are all one as a family. Like, it's like, girl, what? Stop. That's because her people are doing that because JLo is stuck. She's stuck because she's a 55 middle-aged female who never did the work. Most of JLo, like I always say, she's in my age group. We're in the same age group. JLo did not do the work necessary in her 30s and 40s, so that in her 50s, she's mature and well-rooted enough to navigate in and out of relationships where she protect herself. She don't know how to do that. She lived in this bubble. Her employees, her friends who are employees, nobody's really telling her the truth. I would think that her sisters or her mother would tell her the truth, or maybe she don't listen to them. I don't know. But she's got 2 children, and one daughter is non-binary. And Ben Affleck's, I believe that Ben Affleck, that was one of the things when his daughter decided to go to the grandfather's funeral as a boy and be called Finn. So that's a side note. I think Ben Affleck, I mean, these are kids. These are not, they're underage. So anyways, back to JLo. I think that JLo did not do the work. When you in your 20s and 30s, like I was married, I divorced in my late 30s. After I divorced, when I divorced, I had to bury my father too. So it was a really dark time for me. I ended up going to therapy, but during that time, I dated this gentleman. Okay, let me just tell you this. Okay. This is going to be really quick, but I'm going to tie it to JLo. Okay. So I'm in my late 30s, newly divorced. I was good friends with this gentleman. He was like, we would talk all the time. We were both married. We were just friends. I thought he was my best friend. He thought, I'm like, oh, this is my best friend. So fast forward, he ended up getting a divorce, not because of me and nothing like that. We just happened to bump into each other. And it was just so happened he had divorced his wife. I had divorced mine. We start going out. He love bomb me, love bomb me. I thought, oh my God, he's my best friend. Oh my God, I love him. Oh, I was on cloud 9, baby, cloud 9. And then the brakes, he pressed the brakes, like slammed on the brakes. Now, I had my kids were young at the time. I didn't need no money. My ex-husband, I had the child support. I was working in corporate America. I need no money. His kids were the same age. My kids, I didn't need his money. I had my own. But for whatever reason, he pumped on the brakes. And I noticed that our relationship, it was like about a year and a half into the relationship. It just halted. And I was devastated. I was like, what the hell happened? I was asking him, why aren't we seeing each other? He said, I love you, this and that. I just need time. I just need time away. Now for reflecting on it. Now he and I are friends now. But what happened was I ended it because I was like, wait a minute, but he had already ended it when a couple of months earlier, when he was saying he needed time, but I didn't want to see that. So what did I learn from it? I was in therapy at the time, and I was hurt, guys. I was hurt. And then when I worked through all that, and he kept, every once in a while, he would just text me and say, hey, just checking on you. I hope everything's okay, and I'm sorry. A couple of times, I'm like, fuck you. Like, I'm like, what are you texting me for? Why you do? Oh, you don't give a damn about me or what I'm doing. And then after a while, and I would say about 2 years, it took about 2 years for me to really understand, you know what it is? He had gotten to the point somewhere along the line, I think, that he did not want to be a stepfather. That's really what it was. He looked in the relationship. Now, could he have articulated that to me? Sure. Could he have handled it better? Sure. Did he have to take my heart and slam it? No, but he did not want that. He did not want, he had his children. He wanted to focus on his kids. He didn't mind hanging out. After over a year we were together, it was like we were talking about moving in. We were talking about getting a house together. And he just did not want that. That's the reality of it. Did it break my heart? Of course it did. So it took a couple of years for me to realize, wait a minute. I think that it's important that you start to, we have our idea of what the relationship should be. But you can't define that for the other person you're with. They have to come to you and say, hey, yeah, this is what I want too. And the two of you together build your relationship. You can't I can't blame him because he decided that's not what he wanted. And I can't hold on to resentment because he did not come to me the way he should have. Relationships are complex, relationships are tricky, and we do the best we can. But the reality was he did not want the relationship. Once it got to the point of being serious, we were going to move in, he just didn't want it. He had about a good 8 years before his boys were becoming adults. And he was just like, no, he didn't want it. So I learned that lesson in my late 30s, right after my divorce. And I probably should not have jumped into another relationship anyways. So once I started doing therapy, I stopped dating for a while, worked through it. And then in my 40s, I was able to navigate in and out of relationships in a healthier way where I'm able to protect myself. JLo is in her 50s trying to learn that. Imagine that. In her 50s, mid-50s, she cannot understand the fact that Ben Affleck, along the way, now he was married, they were married for over a year. So she's got this controlling issue. She sold his motorcycles. Who does that? That man is over 50 years old. You sold his motorcycles behind his back. She published this documentary, The Best Love Story That Was Never Told, and shared with the world that Ben Affleck was emailing her love letters while he was still married to Jennifer Garner. That's strike two. You don't think that hurt Jennifer Garner, JLo? You don't think that may have hurt the children? You don't think it hurt Ben Affleck? That's an invasion of privacy too. So that she did that. You don't think that Ben Affleck along the way told her, listen, I don't really want to deal with the paparazzi and all that. Can we do something other than going out? I'm sick of the paparazzi. Or why did you expose those letters? Or, how about the feds knocking on the door? Boom, 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 boom. What about the feds? Do you like federal agents knocking on your door? No. I always say, if they knock on my door, I'm pissing my pants because I want to know why the feds at my door. That is nothing to play around with. So he had to deal with that. So what if he pumped the brakes? Don't you think that's common sense? Then he's in recovery. He's an alcoholic. To drink is to die when you're in recovery. I buried my father. I already know. I grew up and had to do years of therapy, living with a maniac father who was an alcoholic. So Ben Affleck had that to deal with. Also, that Puff Daddy, that whole gun mule thing, allegedly. She was carrying a gun. She was allegedly carrying the gun into the club where a lady got pow in her face. So he knows that. And what else? All of that. Oh, the trans stuff. Now, JLo's daughter, Emmy, she's non-binary. So when JLo announced Emmy on stage, she called her they, them. So she embraced the whole non-binary. This child is 15, 16 years old now. So she did this, what, at 14? Ben Affleck's daughter went to Jennifer Garner's father's funeral in West Virginia, I believe. This girl stood up, she shaved off all her hair, stood up in a suit, and said that she wants to be called Finn. If you don't think that they had Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner had an issue with JLo's kid influencing her, you got another thing coming. I think all of that, Ben pumped the brakes and said, fuck this, I'm out. I'm out. And you know what? JLo should have understood and listened, and she didn't know how to. So the things that I learned from my love bomber when I was 38, 39, JLo is learning at 55. Figure that one out. But it's never too late. But JLo going to the media, publishing these anti-Ben Affleck articles, it's not gonna hurt Ben Affleck. It makes you look desperate, JLo. Let's look at comments. Let's see. Rency, contempt is a very bad sign in a relationship. Yeah. Yep. Dana Harry is trauma bonded to her. They are he is trauma bonded to her, but he better run. He better run. You cannot, he gotta go. Because let me tell you, Meghan Markle, it's bad. It is bad. I mean, listen, I'm not God. God is always there. All you gotta do is surrender to him. And I'm a very spiritual person. I don't go to church, but I'm very spiritual. I'm very spiritual. But yeah, Meghan's mother, Maggie Madison, Meghan Markle's mother started living with him. Yeah. $100 million contract. Yeah, she moving in all of a sudden. But where was she all those formative years? But for Meghan, when she was what, 10 through 18, where was she? Where was she? Yacht girl, that girl. Uh-huh. Ben Affleck is fed up. Yep, Maggie, he is. Yeah, he is. He can't wait. I did read something, I think it was on in People magazine. I think Ben Affleck's people are starting to chime in. And the article said that Ben Affleck is glad. It didn't say he was glad. It said that Ben Affleck is ready to put divorce behind him. JLo's people are talking about this Kennedy girl and all that. What does it matter who he's dating now? He's got to walk his path, and that's really none of your business, JLo. His children, none of your business. I know you think the happy family thing with your kids and that blended family stuff, that's only when you were married. Now you're divorcing, so you need to focus on your own 2 kids, JLo. Only you and your 2 kids. Leave that man alone. Thank you, that girl. Thank you. Thank you, E. Baker. Thank you. Abu says, I've been stumped really bad once. It hurt, but looking back, I don't regret it. If someone is able to just ghost you, we didn't share any values to begin with. That's true. That is true. You know what? Everybody plays the fool at least once. If you keep doing it over and over again, then that's a problem. But relationships don't always last. That's kind of the lesson I've learned. And I'm at a point in my life, I'm humbled and grateful for what God has given me. And when I meet people, I'm straight, I'm heterosexual. When I meet a man that I like, that I want to be in a relationship with, cool. But I'm able to get in that relationship in a healthy space, and I'm able to enjoy it. And if it gets to a point where I'm not liking it, I'm able to cut it off. And I can still be respectful and keep it moving. If he decides to move on, hey, we don't have to have animosity towards each other. We're too far along in our lives. If it's not working, let's just cut it and keep moving. I wish you the best. Godspeed. Christine says, Ben told JLo, hold on, let me roll this up a little. Ben told JLo from the get-go he didn't want an Instagram relationship. Did she care? Hell no. did what she wanted, expecting him to fall in line, looking miserable, no compromising with her. That's true. She did. She didn't listen to him. He said, I don't want the paparazzi. She ignored it. She went and put his love letters out like that. Didn't even ask him. And then also share with the world that when he was drinking and emailing her. Because that was during his drinking days. She didn't care that she heard Jennifer Garner or the kids. She didn't give a damn. Because she thought that was beautiful. Like, girl, that's a whole married man. Like, he dumped you 20 years ago, 3 days before your wedding. And now what, you want to believe what? That he really didn't want to marry Jennifer Garner, he wanted to marry you? Ladies, men know what they want. Like I always say in my videos, I grew up with nothing but men in my life. I got to watch them. When they marry the woman they want to marry, they be loving their wives. And if they didn't marry you, they didn't want to marry you. So JLo, you're writing this married man while Jennifer Garner is taking him to rehab and trying to keep her 3 kids and her family together. That's low. And she messed with Mark Anthony allegedly when his wife was pregnant. She did that. JLo, you got some skeletons in your closet that are coming out. And you got to come to terms. All those, you got to pay up. Every decision we make, we got to pay up. You got to cash that in. When you go to bed at night, don't you guys do this? When you go to bed at night, don't you think about your life and some of the decisions you make? I think that's time when you reflect. That's a good thing. And that's why I love my solo trips. Because I sit and I reflect. And you need that time alone. Because you got to cash out. You got to come to terms with the decisions you make. You got to flesh through that. Only if you're in a healthy space. Now, if you're not in a healthy space, you're going to do all that you can to bury it and not think about it. So you're going to drink, you're going to eat, you're going to use drugs, you may smoke weed, you may gamble, or you may be a love addict or a sex addict, allegedly like JLo. She's not reflecting. She's not doing any self-reflection. All those decisions, JLo, you're going to have to sit in front of a therapist and go over that. Why did you mess around with Mark Anthony knowing that he had a wife already that was pregnant? Why did you jump from your first marriage and mess around with Puff Daddy, allegedly? Why did you were married to Chris Judd and then you start messing with Ben Affleck? So weren't there a crossover there? I mean, it's between her and her therapist, but she got to own it and grow from it. That's your past. Own it and grow from it. We all have a past. I mean, I had to do the exact same thing. I had to sit and trust me. I've lived and I've made mistakes in my life. And let me tell you, when I sat with my therapist, yeah, there were times where I was just uncomfortable. But I do believe you are as sick as your secrets. So as long as JLo keep going and keeping these secrets, she's going to be sick as hell. Love addict, sex addict, because she don't drink. So she work out a lot. She's a love addict and allegedly a sex addict. So those can be just as worse. I'm telling you, any kind of addiction. Okay, let's look at the comments. Dana says it's really tough to recover from an addiction. It's sad that people are harpooning Ben for his addiction. Yeah, it is sad, but you know what? I'm sure if Ben is in recovery, he'll realize that, hey, he's also in Hollywood and he married JLo. So in order for him to get his privacy back, he's got to get some distance between that divorce. So that's why he's ready to get that divorce. So as the months and the years go, then he'll fade to black and he'll just focus on his children, his recovery, and his acting and directing. And he's got that production company. And I think that'll be good for Ben because he's actually a great director and actor to me. I actually like him. JLo, I wish JLo would do more of the World of Dance. Remember she did World of Dance? I like that. I'm not into her movies too much. I just don't think she's a good actor. Although she did play that striptease thing she played, but I thought she was playing herself. So I'm sorry. But I don't see her as an actor, nor Ashanti and Christina Milian and who else was actually singing in her plays. So I do think that she's an influencer. I think JLo is beautiful, a middle-aged, beautiful woman who can actually encourage women to get fit, stay fit, And maybe she can rebrand herself and just focus on her kids and focus on herself, her healing and her wellness. Um, Rinsky, any chance this time on a Saturday becoming a regular slot, Rhonda? Loved hanging out with you. You know what? Yeah, I was thinking as I keep doing this, I do want to make it a regular time with you guys because I'm actually enjoying this. This is easier for me than recording a video, then editing it, and then getting the thumbnail. And plus, I get to speak with you guys directly, which is, I like this. I actually like this a lot. So I'm going to do both. But yeah, eventually I would like to do a regular one. So I can do one tomorrow too, actually. And I'm preparing for my trip, guys. As those who know, I'm trying to cash flow my trip. I am waiting for 2 clients. Okay. I explained my trip early on. I was going to put my trip on credit card. And then I'm like, oh God, no. The debt, because I can't stand credit card debt. I got in trouble before, historically. So now that I'm out, I've got a little balance on my card. So I got it in my budget to pay it off by the end of the year. So I'm waiting for 2 payments from a client to help fund my trip. And I was like, okay, I'll just put it on a credit card, then go. And I'm like, no, what the hell are you doing? Just wait. So I'm waiting a couple of days. When that money hit my account, then I'm going on my vacation. So I'm going for a month, and I will be posting live from that. So stay tuned. I will keep you guys posted. But yeah, Rinsky, I will be posting tomorrow probably. That girl says she wanted to rub it in Jen Garner's face that Ben loves her more and that they were meant to be. It backfired. It backfired big time. It backfired. See, God don't like ugly. He don't. I'm telling you, the universe don't like ugly. JLo, she made that and exposed that. And it's like, girl, that's a whole married man. In her mind, she thought Ben was hers, like a possession. She didn't see him as an entirely separate human being, a separate person with his own feelings. He has agency over himself. You have no rights to him, JLo, unless he gives it to you. You don't have a right. He was married during that time and going through drinking. So was he drinking and writing you? Probably. And if that's the case, you were sitting there interloping with a whole married man whose wife is trying to get him sober, and they got 3 little kids they're trying to raise. And Jennifer Garner was really trying to work to keep her family together. I think that's bad. I really do. That's right. Yeah, that, you know what? And Mark Anthony's wife too she was pregnant. I'm like, that's crazy. That girl Diddy was with Kim Porter. JLo don't care. Yeah. JLo don't care, but JLo's got to cash out, guys. She's going to have to come to terms. You cannot escape your decisions. So she can attach herself to another guy, bury all of those decisions, her feelings, bury it all in another relationship. And then he will get with her because what? For sex and for status. And then, she's got to do that there. But, hey, like I said about Harry and Meghan, we get to watch it and learn from it. If anything these celebrities can teach us, if we can learn from it, I think they're doing us a good public service. I really do. I think it's a public service benefit to us, Okay, good point, Abu. Ibi, what did you say, Abu? Where did Abu? Oh, okay, yep. Abu, I read yours. Yeah. So, hey guys, this was great. I want to thank you for joining me tonight. This was a lot of fun. I will post something tomorrow around the same time, but I will obviously let you know a couple of hours ahead of time so you know that I'm here. Anything else going on before I go? We know that, did you hear that Lisa Remini, JLo's on and off best friend, she's divorcing? I was shocked about that because I thought she and her husband, I thought that they were going to be together forever. But you know how life is. But so Leah Remini is newly single. So I wonder if we're going to see JLo and Lisa Remini go, I don't know. Lisa Remini posted this whole Instagram page saying that she and her husband decided to separate. They love each other, but decided it's not working anymore. They're going to be open about their relationship to the world. they're gonna, I'm like, oh my God, Lisa, just say it's none of our business. Just say we're divorcing. Thank you. Keep us in your prayers. Bye. That's it. So, all right, Abu, thank you. This is fun. Yes. Rinsky, looking forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Yes, I will be here tomorrow, guys. Thank you very much. Let me give you much love to you. Have a good night. And you guys do me a favor. If you want to, you want to know more about different topics, just shoot me a message in the comments. Say, hey, let's talk about, hey, we could talk about the UPS employee that was dead at their desk for 4 days. Did y'all hear about that? Awful. How can a dead person, how can that be? Crazy. Or how in Madrid during the travel season, the tourists, they're throwing water at tourists, telling tourists to go away. So we got a lot to talk about. So yeah, I wonder if there was some inappropriate stuff going on between Emmy and Finn. They used to walk around holding, oh, I was thinking that too, that girl. I was thinking that too. I really was. Because I'm like, they got really close. And let me tell you, I think we will never know, but I am highly suspicious. All right, guys. Thank you. This is nice. You have a beautiful night, and I will chat with you soon. Love you. Ciao. Mwah. I will chat with you tomorrow. Bye.